Hello everyone, John Markey here, your Builder CPA, and today we are going to continue our quick series about the IRS Dirty Dozen. So if you haven't seen the previous video, if you Google IRS Dirty Dozen, there is an article that will pop up. It is a dozen of the most dangerous threats that the IRS keeps up to date on a regular basis. As always, whenever you visit an IRS website, you want to make sure it ends in .gov. And this video, we are exploring the second item in the series, which is bad social media advice. Another growing concern this year continues to involve incorrect tax information on social media that can mislead honest taxpayers with bad advice, potentially leading to identity theft and tax problems. Wow. Social media platforms routinely circulate inaccurate or misleading tax information, including on TikTok, where people share wildly inaccurate tax advice. Some involve urging people to misuse common tax documents like Form W-2. The IRS and CASST warn people not to fall for these scams and urge them to follow trusted social media advice from IRS, tax professionals, and other reputable sources. The IRS reminds taxpayers who knowingly file fraudulent tax returns that they could potentially face significant civil and criminal penalties. Yeah. So I've seen it myself. I've seen the videos where a fellow CPA will roast other social media videos and disprove them. So it's really important that you understand, even on my YouTube channel, this is not the end all and be all. There are hundreds of exceptions to all kinds of tax laws. So whatever situation you're dealing with, you do want to consult a knowledgeable tax professional, even to the point where if you're using AI like ChatGPT, that's great. It's an awesome tool that you should utilize, but approach it with some skepticism and make sure that you can validate and research on your own, especially because tax law changes quite a bit from year to year. So it's possible that even a source like ChatGPT could be relying on old, outdated information. The biggest thing I can recommend is making sure your tax situation passes a gut check. If you made $1 million last year and you paid zero tax, chances are you are probably not on the level of many of the celebrity companies like Amazon or whomever, we're talking about, who has apparently not paid any tax. If you are calculating a $0 tax liability after you've had a really successful year in business, chances are something is wrong. So some of it just involves a gut check. The part that kind of surprised me on the IRS Dirty Dozen is that these situations have apparently led to some people experiencing identity theft, which is wild. So I guess the only way that could happen is if someone makes a video about tax advice, claims to be a qualified tax preparer, encourages people to reach out to them to start working together, and then maybe steals their information. If you have any idea of how your identity could get stolen through bad tax advice on social media, I would love to hear about it, because that is something I did not expect to hear. But that concludes item number 2 on the list of IRS Dirty Dozen. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, approach everything with a skeptical eye. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.